Hey Leo, we are going to be doing your reading, so we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys, Leo. This is a little bit of a different spread this week. Also, I am going to soon start, the next reading is going to be a relationship reading, okay? Like a love reading, relationship reading, that kind of stuff. So I thought this would be a good one to do first. All right, Leo. Whoa. A lot of court cards. Okay. All right. Okay. So you guys have the Princess of Pentacles. This is showing up as the problem here. All right. I feel like something, I just feel like this is either something that maybe you wanted to work on something and maybe you didn't have time to do it, or that, I don't know, maybe that's presented as a problem, okay? I also understand maybe something that you have just learned, or that's something you were trying to learn, okay, or study, something like that. Maybe that's presenting as a challenge right now, okay? That kind of thing. All right, so let's see. You guys have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is showing up as the friggin' lie here, okay? So, interesting. Queen of Wands as the lie. All right. Let's clarify this right now. What is this Queen of Wands as the lie here? Queen of Wands, I mean, maybe you're feeling like not so confident about something here, okay, that kind of stuff, or feeling like Ace of Swords. Maybe somebody said something to you that made you feel like not confident about a certain something here, that kind of stuff, okay? I also wonder if maybe the lie is maybe, maybe somebody just said something really nasty to you, okay, that kind of stuff, and maybe it like stuck with you, all right, that kind of stuff. That certainly could be it. The Three of Pentacles is at the bottom. Maybe this I wonder if this is something that has happened multiple times, or if you're feeling like a group in particular is like making you feel a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like you might be like, okay, well, they're working together, so how am I gonna, I'm on my own here. That could certainly be it. So all right, let's see. Okay, so you have the Queen of Swords, and this is showing up for the truth here. So the truth seems to be, I want to say there's something about being extremely like direct. I almost want to say like, I almost want like the most obvious answer. That's what the truth is. You know what I'm saying? I almost feel like that. Okay. I would also say maybe there's something here in the terms of like, if somebody maybe did say something that kind of like, hit you the wrong way, or some information came through, whatever the heck it is, that maybe you acted as like now you're not motivated to do something, or you're feeling like, you know what, this person doesn't like what I'm doing, so therefore I'm just not going to do anything, that kind of stuff. That certainly could be part of whatever's going on here. Okay. But I feel like this Queen of Swords showing up as the truth. I think that this is maybe, I think you have something to kind of say here, okay? I really do understand that. And I also feel like the truth here is that somebody might be doing something like by themselves, or they might be like, I'm always figuring something out by myself. Like I don't have, like, here's the thing. Not everybody has like the, like somebody who like wrote the resume for them, or was like, hey, I want to point you in this job direction. You know what I'm saying? Like not everybody has like the blessing of like having somebody just like, I don't know, but like, I'm not really sure, like, again, like kind of point them in the right direction for something, or like that kind of stuff, or I don't know. That's what I'm feeling here. So that might be part of whatever it is you might, maybe you do have somebody who's like maybe in your corner and wanting to kind of like, direct you in the right way. All right. And I also feel like this might be one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I'm understanding. So I understand this Queen of Swords as somebody who's maybe had enough. Okay. Who's like been like, I'm not, I don't want, I think it's someone who's had enough. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling here. I think this is somebody who is, maybe who's felt like they've like been silenced for a while, okay? Or has felt like, again, I always have to do everything by myself. I do not have like, help or anything like that. That might be a real, like, that might be really important for whatever's going on here, okay? It really could be. All right, you guys have the Star card, and this is showing up as a solution. Maybe leaning on like your faith, or leaning on, certainly could be leaning on your faith, okay? But I also think there's maybe something about like maybe nurturing something kind of close to you, okay? That kind of stuff, that could also be part of whatever is going on. I do think that there's somebody, I don't know why this is making me emotional. I do think that there is people who want to help you. I think that you maybe you're not used to somebody wanting to help you. That could be it, you know? All right. God, emotions are embarrassing, man. I know they're not supposed to, but like, I'm sorry. I get sometimes, man, you know, these readings, like I don't know. I don't know. I can't help it. All right, let's see what's going on. Star card showing up for your solution is interesting, okay? Because here's the thing. There's something you do want to do to make something even here. I just don't know if you want to, I don't know if it's more of like a thought or like I am doing this. Do you know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's see. Leo. There's something that's really not sitting right with you, Leo, okay? I can tell you that right now. There really isn't. Look, the devil's at the bottom, okay? So this is something that you're like totally attached to, or is like, it's just, you know, it's like you're attached to it. It's something that, I don't know, maybe you can't stop thinking about it, okay? That kind of stuff. But there's definitely something like that I think is really, really bothering you, upsetting you, or that you're having a hard time settling something here, okay? That kind of stuff. Maybe you did reach out to somebody here and maybe you did not get a response, okay? That could certainly be it. But you know what? I'll tell you right now, not getting a response, that is a response. There's your response. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if somebody's not interested in something, or somebody's not responding to something here, that is a response. So, all right. Maybe somebody gave you the cold shoulder one too many times here, okay? I mean, I'm understanding that too. There's kind of a lot going on. So let's see what is going on here, Leo. All right, Leo. Let's even get another one for that. Let's do that. Jeez. Okay, so Princess of Pentacles, you guys have the Fool card here as the problem. So, I mean, I feel like the problem is either a message that was like not true, okay, or maybe there was like some offer, or you're making plans for something here, okay, that kind of stuff. And maybe, I don't know, you did something maybe spontaneously, or you maybe felt like, okay, I want to take a risk with this, but I don't know if you did that. You know what I'm saying? The whole problem here might be that you're kind of going back and forth about that, all right, trying to figure that out in some way. All right. There's a lot of personal messages in these readings. All right, so let's see. You guys have the Queen of Wands, and you have it with the Ace of Swords, and then I pulled another card for you guys. You have the Ace of Wands, okay? So Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. This reminds me of, okay, pretend that there's like, this is going to be a little bit mean, guys. I think I'm going to say it anyway. Okay, pretend there's like a couple, right? A couple. One of them is like, looks like a friggin' supermodel, okay? And the other one doesn't look that way. There might be people being like, are you a hired actor? I'm confused. There might be something about that, okay? I know that's really specific, but could be. There could be like some questioning, like, is that real or is that not? Like, is that a setup, or is that like what's going, I don't know. I'm sorry. I know that's like really not nice, but that is definitely some energy I'm picking up. Okay, that seems to be the lie here. So maybe that's like an assumption that's being made. I don't know. Maybe there's people assuming something about you or that kind of stuff. Okay, that's never fun. So I can't imagine that. I don't think that would be a real good time. You know what I gotta tell you? I also understand this lie as being you being really kind of like excited to do something, or feeling kind of like, again, confident about something, being excited, maybe being like, what, I don't even really know, like kind of like what, like where this is gonna go, but let's kind of like just try it, or, we'll figure it out as we kind of work through something, that kind of stuff. That might be something here in the terms of like, you might be like, well, I want to just kind of try something, but it might be that it's like, yeah, but you're either thinking that you need like extreme clarity before starting something here. Okay. Maybe this is something that's like giving you a sense of nerves, or, that kind of stuff. All right. That could definitely be something. This Ace of Swords is wild. Look at it's awesome, but it's wild. This looks like the album art of some secret album that I know about. All right, so let's see. You guys have the Queen of Swords, and then you have it with the Princess of Hearts. This is showing up as the Truth here. Okay, so the Truth is showing up Queen of Swords and the Prince of Hearts. So yeah, you do have a good amount of court cards, okay? And you have 2 aces. So, oh, can I tell you something? Your entire reading is court cards, aces, and major arcana. So there's no minor arcana here. So I'll tell you one thing, whatever this is, it's either stressing you out, or it's a major situation. Okay. Definitely. Absolutely a major situation, to the point where I feel like now other people are involved. Okay. That's what I'm feeling here. So Queen of Swords, Prince of Hearts, showing up for the Truth. I kind of feel like the Truth is that maybe somebody here, maybe yourself, I don't know, they have something to say, okay? They have something to get off their chest, or they know what they want to do. They something about that, but I feel like there's maybe a hesitancy to go towards something, or a hesitancy to speak up about something that maybe you're passionate about, okay? That kind of stuff. I'll tell you something, maybe you were not listened to one too many times, that, and listen, that absolutely happens and makes sense. Like, we cannot expect people to open up emotionally over and over and over and over again if it's never met with any type of reinforcement or anything that would make that want to happen again. Okay, so it certainly could be, maybe you've been shut down like one too many times, that kind of stuff, and maybe it's just that you're like, I'm going silent on this. I'll get my information somewhere else, or that you're just keeping something to yourself. All right, that could certainly be it. I also understand something about a distrust now. Okay, being like, I don't even know who to trust now. That kind of stuff. That's not good. It really isn't good. And something. It's not good, but that stuff, I promise you, gets sorted out. Okay, it really, really does. Even if it takes 10 years, it does eventually, and it's that's what that is. So, all right, you guys have the Star card, and then you have it with the Ace of Hearts. I don't know, you have like all the aces in the whole deck, basically. So Star card and the Ace of Hearts. This is the solution, guys. So there is definitely something about like healing your heart here, okay? Absolutely. I do understand that. And I also understand something about maybe, I almost want to say, being really selective about who it is that you maybe offer your emotions to, or your intuition to, that kind of stuff. Okay, certainly could be. I absolutely understand that. All right. There's also, I'll tell you something. There's also, this is one of those things where it's like the answer that you're looking for here is actually like everywhere. So it's just about noticing what is important and what's not. And I don't mean like people, well, I don't know what I mean. I mean like being able to zone in on what is, okay, this is important information. This is distracting information. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. And like maybe kind of like separating those in some sense. Okay, that could certainly be part of whatever this solution is. God forbid you do something that just makes you happy here, okay? Or kind of feeds into like your own situation or whatever it is that you have going on here, okay? I feel like maybe you could, that's something that you could kind of do here. Okay. I don't know if this is an apology, or if this is receiving an apology, giving an apology, or if this is just like really like big time self-healing, okay? That kind of stuff. There might be something to do with like your immediate community or the circles of communities around your immediate self. There might be something in there that there's like a solution in that way. Okay, that kind of stuff. There might be something in there. All right. I don't really know why this is coming to my head, but I know it's come before. You know, when you go in an airplane and they're like, you have to put your oxygen mask on before you put on somebody else's. I don't know why, but I'm getting that right now. And I swear to God, the last time I brought that up, I like started like debating with myself. I was like, okay, I feel like you should put your kids on first, but it's hard for a mom or a parent, guardian, whatever it is, I guess, to care for somebody, for their child, whatever it is, if they're feeling, there's something in there. This maybe is like, hey, don't forget like that maybe other people have like a lot of stuff going on, or you know, I want to say like, I want to say something about protecting children. I got to tell you here, I really do want to say something about protecting children or sticking up for kids in some sense. Okay, that kind of stuff. I am feeling that energy strongly, but it is not coming out in words. So there is definitely something there. I feel like there's someone watching you, following. It sounds like that sounded really like kind of scary. That's not what I meant. There's this Queen of Wands is like really important, okay? There's something here. I don't know. This might be one of those things where it's like there's synchronicities are like very personal, where it's like you might be picking up on stuff that is just like a personal synchronicity. I don't know how else to explain it. Let's get an oracle card for for the solution here, Leo. Ooh, you guys have potion. That's kind of cool. Potion. Okay, excellent. All right. So you have potion, invigoration and empowerment. So there you go. Invigoration and empowerment. I actually really love that. Okay. Again, could be some information or something here, or lack of information, whatever it is that is maybe making you feel powerless. And I wonder if this whole thing is like, oh, don't do that. You have to remember how powerful you really are. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. There's something here that you do want to put together. You just don't want to make a mistake, or you don't know if it's too risky. Okay. That's what I'm feeling. I don't think it's risky. I don't think it's too risky. I think you should do it. That's what I think. Okay. That's what I'm feeling there. Maybe you guys like the number 3.14. Okay, this is potion, invigoration, and empowerment, PIE. So maybe that's something that you guys like, or IEP. Okay, maybe you were saying sticking up for kids, that kind of stuff. That could be part of whatever this is. Interesting reading, Leo. So, all right, that's what I have for you guys. I hope this reading was helpful and made sense, all that kind of stuff. If not, you could check your other placements. Otherwise, I will see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.